Hi, everyone, and a happy new year. And welcome back to Break Time Conversations, a YouTube channel where I have conversations with people who are doing very, very, very interesting things. And I meet so many of these inspiring people every day. And so I decided to document my conversations with them here so that all of you can hear their stories too and hear about the amazing work that they do. Today, I'm here with Aarti Kathpalia. She's somebody I met many, many, many years ago. And it's so nice to be back in touch with her. She's a storyteller, a puppeteer, and founder of Tickles&Tales. After spending 9 years as a teacher, she answered her creative urge, her love for kids' stories and puppets, and she started this wonderful little whatever of hers, this initiative of hers. And she has been mesmerizing kids for 8 years now. And she has also performed in Mumbai and Chennai. So, Aarti, thank you so much for being here. And why don't you tell us about this journey? Because it's interesting that you were a teacher and then you moved into this. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about this journey of yours?
Sure. So, hi everyone. A very, very happy new year. I hope this year is going to make us all very, very happy and healthy more than anything else. And thank you so much, Anupa. It's a pleasure being here on such a beautiful platform and with such inspiring people and so much to learn. So, thank you. It's a pleasure being a part of this, really. So talking about my journey and how I've actually started. So after my college, I think I was like any other teenager, very, very lost and not sure what I wanted to do. And I wasted a whole year and I got the speech from my dad saying, "What are you doing with your life, beta?" And I was like, oh God, this is definitely the time where I have to literally sit back and think, what I want to do in life. And for me, it came very naturally that, I've always loved children. I've always played with my brother and sisters, friends, kids. So for me, it was something to do with children for sure. So I kind of, just dial back then. And, I called all the schools and I said, listen, I want to be a teacher, And I think I just got lucky. The first call that I made, was just luck. And I guess I was meant to do what I was supposed to do. So I went for my first interview and I got the job. She found me very warm and she thought, I could kind of be a teacher. And after that, it was no looking back. I think I was there for a year. And then after that, I changed to another school. I was working at the school called First Steps on Cunningham Road for around 8 years. So I was a kindergarten teacher. And after that, I had actually, all the international schools started to come in. So I was like working for Neve School for a year and a half. And for me, it's always about children, right? But somewhere, I think in the journey of teaching, I kind of was feeling very monotonous. There was no growth. There was nothing challenging. Something was missing somewhere. So I just kind of took a break and I lasted hardly a month. Yeah. And I was like, this is not happening. I need the babies. I need the love. I need everything back. So I used to just go and do reading sessions for children at activity centers and bookstores and things like that. And it just started from there. Like they say, destiny has a role. And there are people who kind of just help you through it in your whole journey and pathway. So I used to go to this activity center called Hide and Peak. And this owner said, why don't you do like a puppet show for children? And I looked at her and I was like, what are you saying? I don't even know how to do puppet shows, And there was my journey. I picked up random batik print puppets, from the toy store back then, apple of my eye. And I just took an easel board. I put a white bed sheet on it and I ducked down on my knees and I started popping puppets from everywhere. And I made these random sounds of, animals. And she said, oh my God, the kids loved it. And I looked at her saying, are you kidding me? That is the lamest thing I've ever done in my life. And she said, no, the kids loved it. And, there's a mom who wants to take you on for her kid's birthday. And that's it. I think there was my baby and my initiative that was born. And I was meant to do this. I think it was about timing, meeting the right people. And it all just fell in together. Yeah. I mean, I started with, like my friends' kids' parties and very informal, casual, shows and stories and things just for pure love of stories, children and puppets. And I just went with the flow, And the next thing I knew, I actually had like clients who were big and who had like, parties at the 5-star hotels. And I was like, I can't go with a bed sheet and an easel board. So, I had to kind of buck up and get more professional. So I got like lots of puppets, exclusive puppets that I used to source through my friends. I was so greedy for puppets. So I used to ask all my friends who were coming from abroad to kind of get me the best. And there began my journey. I just started getting props, started investing in a lot of colorful things that the kids would love and find attractive. And then I had to obviously get a name. Before I knew, I was like, my God, I'm actually doing this, running this, and now I need a name. So that's when we came up with Tickles&Tales. I thought it was like cute and sweet and fun. And I also introduced these puppets. So I actually went to a holiday in Mumbai, and in a mall I found these adorable 3 puppets. So I just picked them up, and then I just kind of put a character and a name to them. I named one Tickles, who tickles the children, Tails, who kind of kisses the kids, and tells tales, and a very like monster looking cute puppet, and I named him Tackle, so he kind of tackles the naughty children. So this is something that I just created, but it's just been a big hit with the kids today, and they connect with puppets, they connect with the characters, and it's great fun. Yeah, so it's all just been a part of trial and error for me, and I just have a blast. So that's how the initiative of Tickles&Tales has happened to me today.
That's brilliant, Aarti. It sounds amazing. It's wonderful how naturally everything just evolved, right? Just one
Yes.
thing into the other. And I love the name
Yeah.
Tickles&Tales. It just somehow captures the whole essence of it. That's great. So, have you faced any challenges along this wonderful journey of yours?
Of course. To start off, Anupa, I think initially, because when I started off, the concept of storytelling itself, to break through people to understand that, storytelling is also a concept of doing an event or entertainment per se. Of course, we always knew storytelling about reading books and, how important it is about, getting stories into education and the impact it has on children, the imagination and creativity. But for me to kind of break through and make people understand that, listen, here I'm coming to entertain kids. And for me, I've always come from an element of just fun. I didn't want, kids to go through the pressure of, again, morals and stories and serious. I just wanted them to let loose and have a blast with me, just be kids. And I think somewhere, today a lot of kids are missing that too. I mean, they have classes, they have, so many academics, they have so much to live up to. There's so much pressure. So for me, I was coming from a space where I just wanted kids to be, just completely let loose, have fun, and enjoy the space of just being a child. So for me, I would always, create activities. My stories are all fun. I throw in drama, I throw in music and dance, I do silly things, and it's all a matter of going with the flow. So even today, if I have like a script, for every story and everything, but sometimes you just go with the flow of the kids. Kids have different energies, so you kind of go with the energies and just have a blast. So for me, it's always been about, just kids and just letting them have like the best time ever.
Nice. And like you said, they really need that. So,
Yeah.
out of curiosity, kids today are so different. I mean, when we were young, we found like fun in simple things. Now everything is like, it's so complicated. So have you seen the difference, and have you found it sometimes difficult to get to kids of today, who are so kind of hooked to the screen, or it's all about online games, social media and things like that? Have you found anything like that?
Yeah. Definitely. So, see, for me, I mean, since I was a teacher and I had experience as a teacher, so it was more like, activities and curriculums, and have like more structure based, activities for children. And here today, I am as a storyteller. If I'm conducting an activity, children are interested, some are not interested, some are restless, some, lose interest in a matter of 5 minutes. So it has been a challenging role to play, because today here I am, who's professionally called upon as an artist to entertain the kids, and to get their attention is very difficult. But what I've also realized, I think, of course, it's been a very challenging, and I can see the difference today, how gadgets and technology has really impacted the children's minds. Because if I could say, and, like 8 years back, I know if I had a session, I got them for half an hour, like I got this. But today I'm seeing if I get them for 10, 15, 20 minutes, I'm like, wow, I got this, because there's obviously a different whole category of kids out there, some who are really smart, some who are shy, some who kind of feel they know it all. So, it's a huge group of kids with different age groups, different interests. So it does get challenging. But I think, over the years, I'm just getting a little better dealing with them and coming around for them to, enjoy the telling with me.
Yeah, I
So,
think it's
yeah.
all about just grabbing their attention, right? Finding the right
Yeah.
thing that will grab their attention. Thanks, Aarti. So, can you tell us a little bit about? I read when I was reading your bio, there's something about teacher training as well. So, what
Yeah.
have you done with teachers? That's really interesting for me too. I was really
Yeah.
interested to read that.
So like I told you, for me, it's just been going with the flow, right? Like for me to even do birthdays today, I'm like, wow. And suddenly birthday parties became my forte of, entertainment. And then, there were IT companies, and then there were NGOs where I started working for them. And then I explored the hospitals. So for me, it's just been a beautiful journey, and it came very naturally. I think when I would go to schools, a lot of these principals or teachers would be like, you're so good at this, why don't you teach our teachers, help them explore storytelling and puppetry. And for me, it's always been a whole concept. I've been a very open storyteller. Like for me, I'm craving to learn, and I just want to kind of experience everything. I attend other workshops, and I love to see other tellers just to grow. I mean, there's so much you can learn from everyone. So for me, it was a very natural kind of a journey. The next thing that happened was to train teachers, and I had a blast, because for me, I had come from the place where I was a teacher. I knew what they are going through. I knew, the kind of things that I have learned, which nobody kind of helped me through it in my journey. So for me, it was so exciting to share everything that I have learned today, and, give it to the teachers who can take it forward. And what better way than, kids and more kids in the future, and for it having an impact and being so helpful. So teacher training is a lot of fun. I just have fun myself. There's so much you can learn too. I mean, there are teachers with such amazing creative ideas. So I love to explore, meet these teachers, have a lot of inputs, and we discuss and we learn things. So it's super, super fun. I think for me, more than being a trainer for, teachers, it's so much fun for me because I tend to learn so much more, in the process. So yeah, teacher training is something I thoroughly love and enjoy.
Nice. I think you should do more of that, because I really think teachers should take storytelling into their classroom. And I've read about how interesting, I mean, that so much they can do with storytelling in the classroom.
Yeah.
So, Aarti, so just like how our kids have short attention spans, so do our viewers. And so that's why I like to keep this short. And so thank you so much for being here. But before we leave, Aarti, I just want to put you on the spot, and can you do a little bit, like one or two lines of some kind of fun story, making sounds or whatever that you spoke about? Would you be able to do that for us?
Sure. I wish you told me earlier, because I'd love to get my character puppets in.
I
would
know,
probably
I should have. We'll pretend we can see them.
Yeah. Okay, so what I can probably do is, just probably through my voice modulation, I can put a little message out there.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I am Mr. Tickles, and I like to tickle naughty children. That's right. Well, I hear that all of you have been very naughty, and you all have been playing a lot of games. Is that true? Well, I'm going to be sitting right here and watching all of you with my big eyes. And I hope you all are going to be good children. And I hope you all are going to study well. Don't forget to be safe, and don't forget to wear your masks. See you all soon. Bye-bye.
That was fun, Aarti. Thank you so much. And sorry to put you on the spot. And yes, I should have told you to bring your puppets along. But anyway, and to all the viewers here, I will put her contact details in the description box. So please contact her for birthday parties, to your schools, or whatever it is. Aarti,
Yeah.
thank you once again, and all the best. I hope that 2022, with or without COVID, will be amazing for you.
Thank you so much, Anupa.
Okay. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye.